In helpful husband news,
Like helpful Honda.
submitted by your secret admirer. Who? This would be a secret if I told you that.
That's true.
Right.
A woman has filed for divorce after 2 weeks of marriage because her husband does all the housework.
Oh, shit.
Don't be stealing her role, man.
Wouldn't you love it if your husband did all the housework?
She don't want no bitches, that's why.
Okay, never mind.
I'm scared, I don't know.
So she divorced him because he was too clean?
He did all the house.
And she's like, I ain't got nothing else to do?
You're asking all of it, and I said no. But some of it, yes, that's fine.
Isn't that a dream come true, though?
It is for me.
Yeah, like you wake up and all the fucking clothes are fucking folded and shit without
That'd be
you having
awesome.
to
But then if that's like the only thing she has to do at home and then it's already done, it's like, fuck, what do I do with myself?
She could start painting or something.
True? Yeah.
It opens up a lot of free
He's
time.
giving you more time to do what you love.
Uh-huh.
Some people though, what they love to do is
taking
servitude
care
and taking care of
Yeah.
people. Like that's their joy.
She's one of those girls that are like, can you just beat me like an old-fashioned husband? Instead of fucking cleaning the house?
It doesn't have to be that extreme. Really, no.
Or like a S&M girl.
Yeah.
I get scared.
I think she has old values.
People who live to like serve others like that sometimes, like especially like your family, what happens when they get older and then they're out of the house? You feel like you lose your purpose sometimes.
That's why moms are so annoying.
That's my mama right now. She's killing it.
She's doing a great job being a babysitter.
One of my friends, his wife, well, I guess they're friends, but they're a lot older. But their kid's going off to college, and she's just like, "Oh my God, I hope he's okay." I was like, "He goes to Irvine, the safest city on earth. What are you talking about?"
I can't wait till Tyka goes to college to get my free time back. Shit.
the fuck out the house, God.
Yeah, get the fuck out the house.
Shut the hell up.
That means you're not making a second one then.
I did make it a second one.
Well, what? How are you gonna get your free time back?
I was talking to her because we're talking about should we have a second kid, and I was like, well, let's
Back to back right now?
Well, I don't know. Just in the macro sense. In the macro sense, I was like, you know what? Just think about like right now. Of course, it's gonna be tough. We barely get enough sleep as it is. If we have a second one, we'll have even less time. But when we're 40 or 50, and when we're having Thanksgiving dinners, do we want to have 2 guys sitting across the table, or 1 guy sitting across the table?
So you're not gonna have a girl?
He meant 2 people.
2 people. So I was
meant
like,
2 people.
I'd rather have 2 people in our small little family, and that is cunier.
You know what we did because we had such a small family here in Thanksgiving? We just
Combine them.
we combined because they only had a kid or 2, and we only had, so we just combined everything, so it'd end up being like 20 people.
That's her family by itself.
I want a legion of children to make my hair gray and fucking upset within the next 2 years.
fucking paperclip, thumbtack, and fucking Vaseline.
I want to pawn off my children to you guys.
What?
I have too many fucking kids, dude. You guys gotta hold them for me.
Can you just feed him?
Vaseline, go to Uncle Dave.
I'll take care of one of your kids.
Yay, Bree. You could get practice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so this woman, she's a 28-year-old Egyptian woman.
Egyptian lover.
Egyptian
Yeah, so she's known as Samar M.
What a beautiful name.
If it had a Samara. No.
What's Samara? What's bad? What's
From The Ring.
Oh, yeah.
Scary.
So her husband, who's 31, his name is Mohammed. He runs a very successful clothing store, and so he has employees and several staff members.
Armani's are us.
He's able to afford to spend a lot of time home because he has other people running his business. And so Samar is claiming that now he just spends all his time at home cleaning and rearranging the furniture, and that she just can no longer handle living with him anymore.
I'm not the man anymore.
Oh, so he's a tweaker.
Meh.
Rearranging the furniture every other day.
I could see that being.
Yeah, because she says this, quote, "We've been married for just 2 weeks. I've known and loved him for over 2 years, but I hate living with him and can no longer handle his actions. My husband is a housewife. He doesn't let me touch anything in our house and does all the cooking, cleaning, and general household chores. He controls everything in our house, and I have no say in
He
anything."
even sucks his own dick.
He even took yoga classes so he could lick his own balls.
Yeah, she continues, "Not even where he puts the TV set. Even though he owns his own business, he hired people to manage it in order for him to stay at home, while I sit and watch." That's what she's saying.
Oh,
Like, she can't do anything. That's lame.
see, that's not cool because she feels like she's a guest in her own home.
Yeah.
And that I do not like because a person that I was with, still am with, used to do that to me.
On paper, though, he sounds like a dream come true. He has a successful business, he takes care of everything, and on top of that, he's really into doing housework.
You would hate that shit though.
Most guys are not into doing housework.
It sounds like he's just at home all day just rearranging like.
And like being
She can't
naggy.
even touch
He's
anything.
naggy is what he is. I already know. Hey,
She can't
why'd you move that
even-
there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Don't do that. Why are you wearing that? You're gonna put stains over there. Stop. I'm gonna move this over here. Is this better? No, I'm gonna switch it this way. I'm like, fucking bitch, where's my shotgun? I'm gonna fucking burst this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That would be annoying.
It's like you can't breathe.
Yeah, then what's your place? Even if you're not a female, you know, like as just a spouse, what's your role in that? Like, is making the money and taking care of the house? Like, what do you, are you the pet? No?
What I'm saying, if I was a girl in that situation, right, and Zaddy wanted to take care of everything, I'd be getting some mad hobbies though. Like sucking somebody else's dick.
Girl pigtail?
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of got like a routine going on with Jess where like I know I can't clean. Like if I had to clean a room, it'll take me 4 days. And it will take her probably 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So because I know that, like, when we go into clean mode, my mind goes blank and I'm her extra hands. So move this, do that, do this here. I just, like, I'm on autopilot. And then, like, it gives me time to start singing in my head or do something more important. While this is being, try this, whatever. And then everything's done real fast because we teamwork it. But then all the other stuff, though, I don't get really nagged at. Everything is just done.
Are we gonna ignore the fact that all he said is that he just sings in his head? Not gonna say anything about that?
That's Joe.
That's Joe.
Whatever I'm feeling at the moment. I'm kind of on this 80s thing. So like when we do dishes or whatever, I just be, you know, the Stranger Things got me.
Nice.
What kind of song?
Stranger Things theme song?
80s playlist.
Oh, 80s.
Yeah, I don't play the full song. I'm like a
okay.
DJ.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll play like 30 seconds and then the next song, and then I get bored of that one. I play the next song.
Do you hear Jess like speaking English, or is it more like dishes?
Kind of like Charlie Brown.
Wah, 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 wah.
Take
You know the GPS when it's linked up to your car and the song's going. So it's like that. So it's like make a left here.
The volume lowers.
Make a right at the next stop. That's what happens in the house.
That's awesome. You guys figured it out.
Yeah.
Does Jess know that, or like, is it something she doesn't?
No, she goes, listen to me because you don't know how to do it. And I'm like, that's right. I'm not going to fight you. And I don't care. Like, I don't care if this is here or this is here. It doesn't matter to me because it's put away. But she has her specific way, and because she's logical, it makes sense. Like, why you do it this way. So then since it makes sense, I'm like, okay. Like, I'm never going to argue, like, no, the spoons should be over here. Like, it's in a drawer. I don't care.
Oh.
It's a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like whatever you want, sweetie.
I'm like that too, and then Casey's like that too. But then now I feel like we've been together for this long, and now that we're married, maybe like something else clicks in his head. But now I'm like extra annoying to him. Like anything I do, it's like, oh, you're nagging, and I'm like, sorry, but I think I've always been this way.
Yeah, you've always been nagging.
Yeah, I'm a pretty naggy. I'm a nagger. I don't know. I know that about myself.
Damn naggers, always nagging around.
Hate nagging. Nagging is obnoxious to me. Like, there's a way to say things and a way to do things. You know what I mean? Nagging to me is if you're telling me something that doesn't need to be said or fixed.
It's the extra shit.
It's extra shit. So for example, if I leave clothes on the floor, you can nag me about that. That's my bad. You know what I mean? That's cool. That's a completely different story. But it's shit like this. It's like I plug in the blow dryer and I leave it there because I'm gonna use it in about 5 minutes. Why are you doing that? That's nagging. That's unnecessary. Because I'm gonna use that shit in 5 minutes, bitch. Shut the fuck up. I'll fucking blow dry my hair when the fuck I want to blow dry my hair. You understand me? You don't fucking talk to me like that, bitch. That's what I think in my head.
Yeah, in your head.
That's nagging.
Yeah.
That's not okay. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I do that.
I think all girls do it though.
I think we should ask.
I just like to work around it.
In
Guys,
our head, it probably makes sense, but to them, they're like, oh, you fucking nagger.
no, it's because guys, because you know what I'll always tell you too. I'm like, don't worry, I have a plan. And she'll be like, why'd you roll down the windows? I'm like, because I saw a cop 3 blocks down and my windows are fucking tinted. But for her, it's just, oh, it's fucking cold. Why'd you randomly roll the windows down? It's because I have a plan. I'm not trying to get a fucking ticket, so I rolled the windows down. So for guys, there's a plan in their mind why they're doing something. I'm not just fucking driving like, wouldn't it be nice in this freezing weather to just go, bang.
But everyone knows you are not affected by the cold. So if
You're always hot.
Yeah, but
there is no that's it. That's the
Mom's
reason
not
why I
hot.
ask.
Mom's not hot. Mom's not hot.
Mom's always hot.
No, but I think for guys, like there's a specific reason why we do things, but because
No shit,
girls
they just-
girls can't read it, that's when girls have to say something instead of just let it be.
No, the girls have a reason why they say something to
Or
you.
you could ask. You could ask and be like, oh, why did you roll down the window? I'm like, oh, you see that cop up there 3 blocks down? And you're like, oh, okay.
So I think for Casey and I right now, we're in that stage where now I'm just trying to ask and find out why he did certain things that way. But then he immediately already gets bothered by that. Like even just that. So I'm like, okay, okay,
I
we're
should
in
talk
this
about it.
weird problem now where it's like, because then if I'll point something out, then he'll be like, oh, you're nagging. But then I'm like, but I told you.
It might be too much. Like if it's done more than once a week, it might be too much.
Once a week?
Over the same thing, or
not-
just
that's
like
not that much.
over any.
That's not anything.
What do you mean?
Once a week. That's not.
It's not much at all.
No, I mean like if it's over once a week, then it becomes a lot. At this point.
Oh, where he's
the
already
point- at
fed
the
up.
point
Oh,
where-
okay.
Let's say for the last several years, it's been every day, several times a day, right? Then at that point, even if it's been once a week, then you're just like, again? That's when people are super sensitive because even if it's only once a week,
It accumulated.
Yeah, it's like we're sensitive to each other because like I'm sensitive over the fact that like now I'm just you could hear it in my voice how annoyed I am because I'm like I told you for the 30th time. It's like God damn it. Yeah, we're just in this
I
weird.
think so too. Like there has to be a point too where I think like in that type of relationship where I think it's normal, but at the same time it's like if you have to tell somebody to do one thing over and over, that is a problem because it should have been fixed.
Yeah.
Because I can't deal with that either. So if I asked, like for example, there was one thing that Mary used to do that I didn't like when we had conversations. She doesn't do it anymore. Yeah, one thing I had to learn how to do is like, even if I'm joking, I can't call her crazy.
it takes work to break that habit. I think it's a problem of habits and living within. Because even as roommates, that shit. We were roommates.
Because the other day too, like I was joking around and so I act crazy when she goes, "What did I say about that word?" I was like, "You're right, my bad." So there has to be that retraction though. It can't be like, "Did you pick up?" He goes, "Hey, can you pick it up?" It can't be, "Oh," because it's still technically his fault. So if it was asked and there was something agreed upon, he still.
Yeah,
has to
we
pick
worked
it up.
on other problems in our relationship where it has gotten better like that, but now this is just the new one.
Yeah,
that we're
see, it's
working
that's
on.
normal stuff though.
We all go through that.
It's always something you're like, cool, we have a good month of just awesomeness, and then it's like,
But if the girl wants to fuck it up again for some reason.
I feel like Ken is so calm though that
I know. Do you guys ever argue about anything?
That's awesome.
We go in the shower and I'm like, oh, sorry, I forgot to put the face wash back, like in the shower. He's like, oh, it's okay. I wasn't gonna yell at you or anything. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, bitch! I put the fucking face wash wherever I want.
I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then he's like, no, don't trip, you know? He's like, you don't even have to say sorry. Or like, I'm like messaging him on Facebook, I'm like, sorry about this. And he's like, don't be sorry. I'm like, the fuck? You're like a rare breed, dude. Ah!
so you're getting mad.
She's getting mad because he's like,
Yo, like, what the hell?
fuck is with your apologetic understanding ass? I'm sick and tired of you. Every time I apologize, you tell me not to be sorry. Can you stop being so fucking perfect?
and get
Yeah.
mad at me?
I'm sorry that I'm sorry.
We get to that point where it's like, this could get boring because there's nothing exciting happening.
Not
No.
enough fights in this
I
relationship.
know, I've met people like that. I'm like, that's so strange. When they
I like
feel like
bickering,
it's
though.
boring because they don't fight. I'm like, that's awesome. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I hear that a lot. People are like, oh, you need fights though. It makes you stronger.
It's
Like,
different
you're
though.
able to grow. And
Well, you guys do argue, but you don't erupt like
Yeah.
fight. Because I've seen y'all argue. We lived with each other, but it doesn't get anywhere like
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
That's awesome.